Hello, guys. You're welcome to Hope Alive Therapy. In case you're just joining us for the first time, do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. Please, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, it's good to be here. It's been like a week. I did a video now. My schedule has been a little bit tight, but we are here. We are here. We are here. Good to see you all. How you doing wherever you are? Hope you're fine. Hope you are enjoying the weather. The weather seems not to be favorable, especially for AA genotypes. But irregardless, we move. Yeah, we are moving. Okay, today, like I said, August is for gender differences, and we've been talking about so many things about gender differences and things like that, and it's been wonderful. So today we are still going to be talking about gender differences, and by God's grace we'll be breaking the psychological point of view to a simpler form of understanding based on the things that is happening in the environment, the things that we are seeing in the environment. So quickly, I go to number one. Have you ever seen a man store up clothes the way a woman does? Nah, 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 nah. No, 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 no. Actually, most times like that, probably when you see a man that is fashionable, when you see them, look at them very well. They are wired to buy quality things than more things. But there's a way you see a woman. Women are wired to buy more things than quality things. I'm just saying, but seriously, there's a way women are being psychological wired to believe that their self-esteem, their confidence and things like that comes from they storing up clothes, luxury things, buying this, buying that, and things like that. So it's actually take a woman who has seen beyond her weaknesses, seen beyond her gender, how do I put it now, agenda perspective to come to the place of, okay, these are the things I need to focus on, these are the things I don't need to focus on. And that's why it is very important that a woman comes to the place of self-awareness, knowing herself as a woman, having an understanding of the things that works for her and things that doesn't work for her. And now for men may necessarily not buy a lot of clothes the way women does or things like that, but they prefer to buy quality things, and believe me, those quality things are always expensive. I don't know if you have a guy around you, just check it, ask them how much is their shoe. It's always expensive. It's always hard for them to find something that really suits them, and their tastes are always high and things like that. So that's another thing about gender difference. Another thing is that when you see a man and a woman having discussion, the discussion is always different. It's different. Now I'll tell you why the discussion is always different. Men and women are wired differently. Men was wired to first get to work before getting to other things in life. Like when God created the first man, the first thing he created the man to do was work. Even when we have another rebirth, which was the birth of Jesus through Mary, Jesus had to first, they trained Jesus to work. Like he was, the scripture says that his father was a carpenter. So it shows that he was with his father, like he had an understanding of work experience. So there's a way a man has been wired to see work. I'm quoting the scriptures because that is the greatest history ever. Anything, there's only one to say that we will not go back to the place of history. And even if you want to emphasize on the psychological aspect of there's always something real, there's always something realistic to hold on there. So man are created first for work. That's why it's that when you see a company of men sitting down, they talk about work, football, and things like that. They probably, maybe they now want to chip in, babe. They're now like, how is your wife doing? How is your family? And they're fine, we are cool, we are okay, and they go. But women are created and wired to see relationship first. That's why a man can have one friend, one male friend as his friend, and he's cool with it, so cool with it. But a woman will be like, I'm not talking to BC again. Shade is the next person I want to talk to. This one is women are so wired for relationship that it's how do I put it? It's in their life. They can't do without relationship because that's the way they were wired. They can't do without people around them. That's why you see every of women life is attached to something that has to do with two. If she's not getting married, she has given birth. If she has not given birth, there is something somewhere somehow that keeps her glued, that keeps her connected, that is more like a relationship lifestyle to her. So if a woman is coming and she's fighting on feminism, sometimes I'm always like, are you serious? like deep down inside you, you know you are really doing some things because you are hot, not really because you felt that you can do without a relationship as a woman or something. No, that's not it. You're just not coming to the place of balance because of your state of emotions, and that's why. So there's a way we are really wired differently like that. So that's why you see that a woman will be so concerned, and brother, a woman will be like, probably maybe a wife will be like, have you called this person in 3 days? The husband will be like, I've not called him. When we see, we talk. The woman will be like, no, you have to check. You have to check on. Yeah, that's the way they are wired. She get. They are wired to be this kind of people that actually love relationship. So I'll give you number 3 points, which is gonna be my last point, and we'll see again when next we see. But I'm gonna give you the third point. So the third point about it is that women are wired to multitask than men. Women cannot do one thing. They don't know how to do one thing. That's one of their weaknesses. They can just do many things at once. Many things at once. They do this, and that's why they don't easily complete tasks. You won't see them complete tasks. They just do it. Men like, "Ah, why are you doing things small small like this? Do it once." And the men, like I said in my last video, that men are logical in reasoning. They will prefer to face one thing and finish it at once. But for women, they will do this, do that one, they will gather everything together. Why? That's because the way they think, they use the two brains to think. Their cerebral cortex, the two one, both the first one and the second one, the right and the left, yeah, they use the two to think. That's why it seems that they are prone to more headache, they are prone to more being getting exhausted easily and things like that. Men only works with one of the cerebral cortex. Men only works with one, and they just, it is what they set their attention on, what they set their emotions on, that they do. That's why one of the hardest things to get from a man is commitment. One of the hardest things to get to a man is focus. One of the hardest things to get from a man is attention. But the moment they give it, forget it. No turning back. They can want to choose to turn back, because the hardest thing for a man is to love. That's actually on another level, but let me just give you a little tip on it. When Jesus said that a man must love the wife as Christ loved the church, he knew that the hardest thing for a man to do is to stay committed. So he has to tell a man that, see, Jesus is a good example of you as a man. It was very hard for Jesus to do as a man, but yet he did it anyway. You get what I'm saying? So as a man, he knows that, but he wants you to follow that same pattern. He wants you to live that same life of Christ, loving the church, you loving your wife, you loving your family, you loving the people around you, which is a little bit hard for a man that does not have an understanding of a believer's lifestyle to do that. It is very hard for them to do that. But it takes the grace of God, and it takes divine brokenness for a man to genuinely be committed the way he should be committed to his family. And for a woman, if God knows that a woman loves to do things anyhow, they just make decision today, do that one tomorrow, and things like that. And that's why he said a woman should submit to a man, because he knows the woman has that capacity to do a lot of things. But your ability to submit to a man will actually help you put your thoughts in order and arrange the way you should do things, which is very hard for a woman to do. They like to, personally, for someone like me, I've learned that you need to learn to submit your thoughts. You need to learn to submit your intentions to a man as a woman, if you really want to be productive in whatsoever it is you do. Because most times men knows how to keep you consistent on that thing, that particular thing. They know how to keep you consistent in it than females. And that is that on gender differences today. I'll be coming back to give you guys more on gender differences. I hope you guys will keep watching, you keep introducing someone to come and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I hope you'll learn something. Yeah, hope you learned something. So I'll see you guys again next time. Thank you for watching Opa Life Therapy, and I'll see you when I see you. Don't forget to subscribe. Opa Life Therapy, giving psychological solutions to psychological issues in the society. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you.